My opening line, oh my goodness, it's gonna be a long line. We're at Franklin's Barbecue. Let's go inside to see what this line's all about. What time do you have to get here?
From experience, we need to get here between 9 and 9:30.
Tell me about the food. What's your favorite?
Well, the brisket's my favorite, but the pork ribs are also just an inch behind it.
It's about the brisket, it's about the pork ribs.
So tasty, there's nothing like it anywhere else.
Come out to the ballpark if you really want some bad barbecue.
And good baseball.
And good baseball. Yeah, thank you very much for that.
You are my last man standing for the evening.
Yeah?
You are the last person that we guarantee food for.
People have stood in line day after day after day to taste the magic of your barbecue.
Yeah, go figure, huh?
We're right here at the beginning. You're going to show me how you get this done?
Let's trim up a brisket, get it rubbed down, and then we'll do a rack of ribs. What we do is we're starting with a big old hunk of meat right there. This is a brisket. It's got the flat right here. It's got the point right here. This is the fattier part. Kind of like sirloin versus ribeye a little bit. Comes from this part of the cow. So it's a traditionally pretty tough cut of meat. We didn't really have briskets till about the early mid-50s. And
Are these pretty uniform when you get them, or do you have to trim them up to?
Well, we trim them. You don't have to. We do all natural stuff. So that being said, it's not a conventional brisket, so we can't cook it quite as hot to render out the fat. But we do trim them up a little bit. Use just a curved boning knife. And what you're kind of looking for, about a 1/4 inch to a 1/2 inch fat. Every brisket's different. Some of them are thin, some of them are thick, some of them are, have weird shapes to them and stuff.
Now this is
Kind of
really,
feathered out a little
this
bit.
is really a pretty time-consuming process, and
Yeah, we
and-
spend
and-
probably about 4 hours a night trimming briskets.
Don't they do that somewhere for you?
Not
Not
the
the
way,
way
we
you
want
want
them.
'em?
Not the way we want them.
That's what makes you different.
See you later.
So how long will this end up in the cooker?
Yeah, about 15 hours or so.
Wow. And at what temperature?
285, 300, somewhere around in there.
Okay.
Just kind of depends. Like this is real thin, so likely I would keep this end farther in the smoker, and I would keep this end towards the door because that's kind of a cooler spot.
Gotcha.
So you kind of arrange it. It's kind of like a good game of Tetris. The rub that we do for brisket is 1 part 60 mesh black pepper to 1 part kosher salt. Real simple. Keep it simple.
What happened to the Bobby Flay smoked paprika and all the fancy stuff?
That guy ain't from Texas.
That's like that picante ad.
New York City. The trick is really watching the fire. It's not so much about the seasonings that you put on there. There you go. That's pretty much it. Just kind of sticks on there, and then we throw it on the pit and crank it up and cook it.
Do you have a fancier rub for the ribs?
I don't.
Don't you love it?
It's 2 parts pepper to 1 part salt.
I got me some salt and I got me some pepper.
I'm gonna put it
and
on there.
I'm gonna put it on the ribs.
I'm gonna cook it. We'll cook it till it's tender. Right now we're starting with a pork spare rib, and there's 13 bones on a rack. The first thing I do is I take this breastbone off, because when I'm checking for doneness, I'm kind of picking it up to see how tender it is just by feel, and this thing will throw it off. It'll make it cook funny. Just take a regular chef knife here. And then there's the skirt flap right here.
Okay.
That thing will lift up a little bit like this. I'd kind of just trim it off. We're pretty much ready to go. Oh lordy, brisket rub on the ribs. It doesn't take much because they're so thin. If you got too much salt on there, it'll dry them out.
How long will that stay on the fire?
About 5-6 hours.
Okay,
something like that.
So that's your basic fast food
That's
in
it.
this restaurant.
Yeah.
You put about 22 hours out of the 24
Yeah.
into intensive labor here to prepare the food. Unbelievable.
And it goes in about 3 hours.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Let's take the stuff out back and get it on El Smoker.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. We're gonna cook the ribs a little bit hotter, so if I'm doing both of them, I'll just kind of put this like that, the bigger end of the rack towards the back, because more heat travels that way. Do it meat side up. We'll flip it here in a few hours. And then this thing, put back here, because it's gonna cook it a little bit lower of a temp. Fat side up always, and then the big end towards the fire. All right, that's pretty much how we roll on this.
Barbecue is a basic food throughout the United States. It's a true American food. Everything in this whole place is authentic. He's made his own cookers. He takes these propane tanks and actually welds them himself. I kind of think that maybe it's why everyone connects to him. He's a young guy with an old soul. The money he spends on signage is incredible.
I hope you're hungry.
Oh, I'm hungry. I've been standing in that line.
Have you some of
Now
that?
it is mighty fine. Look at that.
Yeah.
Franklin's Barbecue.
Got a little bit of everything
award-winning,
on there.
And I get to eat it after 22 hours of preparation by the master himself.
Hey.
What's up? Oh, look at that. Look at that. Now I know just enough to know that this is supposed to be the bark, and it's got that little red ring around it here. And right in the middle is all that delicious, soft, juicy meat. No wonder. Can I move in? I could eat this every day. It is so delicious. Coming up next on Home Plate with Augie Garrido, La Traviata, an experience in fine Italian dining. This is something every home cook should really know about. I can't foul this up too much. I'm the Parmesan King, swirl, swirl. And don't try this at home, gang. It's gonna be rough. That is very courageous for you to do that. We've got a one-of-a-kind South Texas original restaurant. Ranch 616. How do you like your frog legs? We'll find out. What is the inspiration for this unique, one-of-a-kind Austin restaurant? Look at these guys, huh? Dancing with the stars. The Mexican flag.
Here you go. Here's your diploma.
First one I ever got.